Hello, hello, welcome back. It's 2024 and we are here in our office in Cape Town, ready to talk again and look into and delve into and analyze the legal tech job market across this fine continent of ours here in Africa. Last year we launched this video series and everybody knows that who watches it and listens to it, that it's the legal tech space is one that's taking shape. It's new, it's interesting. It is, it's very, very intriguing to see, who's growing, who's coming into the African market, in which countries they're coming into, where we're seeing job growth, what types of jobs. We covered all of this in previous videos, and if you haven't seen them, obviously click in the links here in our YouTube channel or follow the links in techforlaw.co.za. But again, we're going to see, and I think I said this in my last video of 2023, was that we're expecting some growth. We're not expecting things to extremely boom, but maybe there's something going on that we don't know. But most countries should see steady growth. And what types of growth will that be? Well, firstly, that'll be within tech solutions providers that specialize in the legal market, opening up offices within probably some of the more established markets, namely South Africa, Nigeria, Egypt, Morocco, Kenya, possibly Algeria, possibly Ghana, possibly Angola. What kinds of jobs will they bring? Sales, delivery, business development, management, those kinds of positions. Then we are already seeing obviously a lot of the law firms and a lot of in-house teams, but mainly on the law firms, really start to dedicate themselves to the AI revolution and to the tech platforms that they're using, and looking at solutions and how to best offer those solutions to clients, which is seeing the growth of new departments, especially overseas. And I mean by overseas, I mean America and in the UK and in Australia. We're seeing law firms add tech departments, not tech law, looking after tech companies, but more in-house, a bit more of an extension of the IT department, and really looking at how they can work together with the lawyers and bridge that gap to offer those solutions best to the law firms. Because you know who does that very well is the alternative legal services providers. So the law firms we see working with their tech departments and the tech providers to be able to bridge that gap and effectively fight back. So what will that mean for the law firms, the law graduates and law professionals who are looking to do something new? Well, look, I mean, if you were looking to work with a tech department and look at improving the services that you provide a client by using AI and technology, I couldn't think of anybody better to do that than the lawyer themselves. So that's a possible crossover. And the list goes on and on and on. But what we're also seeing, and this is why you need to take two words of warning, what we're finding is that a lot of law firms have a firm commitment to technology platforms anyway. And it's those platforms that they are already using that are improving and integrating AI solutions as well. So by default, we're going to see a lot of legal departments and law firms just using better platforms and being able to deliver better services. The second word of warning I've given, and I gave this on a previous video, is to cut through the BS. Apologies if anyone's got sensitive ears. I won't say the full word. But there's a lot of job adverts out there and a lot of people claiming to be legal tech, and this is a legal tech job, and when you dig around, it really isn't. But obviously these get very high up SEO ratings. They get searched for a lot in Google. So there's some clever marketers out there putting keywords into job ads that really have no relevance to the tech space. So just be super careful on those fronts. I'll share the screen with you again. This is the league chart that we looked at before, and hopefully that will pop up again. And this is the growth we saw across some of the countries in Africa last year in terms of the number of jobs. It still hasn't popped up. There it goes. There we go. So, those three countries that are leading the way in terms of number of open positions that have a genuine legal tech solution, or are genuinely legal tech, will continue to be South Africa, Nigeria, and Kenya in the top three. But we are expecting these numbers down the bottom here to grow, because also don't forget as well, this is just advertised positions. This is just positions that are advertised in that legal tech space. So there could be, certainly for countries like Egypt, Morocco, Ghana, possibly Angola, maybe even Algeria, there's bound to be lots more. But again, it's just what we can find. So not everything is advertised out there. We're seeing the big four audit firms continue to develop their AI offering within their legal teams, which they've never quite gotten right. I think the biggest change will really be just the improvement in the services that are used and the solutions that are used by law firms. That's where we'll see the biggest growth. And one of the things that jumped out at me the other day, which I found very, very interesting, was I think it's Spellbook. I think the company is called Spellbook. I'll just check it out. Here we go. I'll call them up on Twitter, and here we go. And I will share this screen with you as well, so we can see it. There's going to be a lot more of these types of things. Please obviously follow me on Twitter if you can, Global Law Career, at Global Law Career. You'll find me, Rob Green. Look, Spellbook Legal, as you can probably see here now. Yeah, there it goes. There we go. $20 million raise, Series A financing. This is interesting because of all, and again, anyone who follows the Artificial Lawyer, which is a good newsletter to get, anyone who follows that, and others as well, will see that there's a lot of funding going in. But what I was looking for, and this is why I picked on Spellbook in particular, and let's see if we can call them up and see if we can find their website, is that because this is an AI tool to help transactional lawyers. Up until now, we've seen a lot of these tools coming through that haven't necessarily. I'm going to stop sharing until that website pops up. Sorry about that. We haven't necessarily seen tools that are really helping on the transactional side and to really speed up M&A transactions. And one of the big fears amongst senior M&A lawyers that I've spoken to is that at some point someone clever is going to develop a tool that can do the entire transaction. And I said, don't worry, it just means that you'll get things done faster, you'll do more M&A deals, and means that you will still be paid exceptionally well to oversee the deal and to make sure that it is legally binding, but there'll be a lot of money that both the client and yourselves will save on some of the associate level lawyers that have to necessarily get involved. So again, check out that Spellbook and have a look at that deal and see what it really means for the lawyers. And it's not, it won't be a surprise when that software is integrated into many of the law firms in Africa, and also therefore becomes part and parcel of the lawyers day to day. Now look, again, a lot of people come to us to talk about legal tech jobs across Africa, and they come to us from law firms and say, what's going to happen to my job? It's a question that we are asked a lot. The question is, it's going to change a lot of things. There's a brilliant author and strategist in the legal market from Canada called Jordan Furlong. I'm going to put his link in the link below. I implore you to read some of his articles on Substack. They are excellent. He hits the nail on the head. And one of the articles that I refer to regularly is the shape and structure of the future of law and the law firm in general, and how the upshot is that there's going to be a lot less positions for junior associates, and that doesn't bode well, but it is going to be a big change. And I think, have a read of Jordan Furlong's details, because that will give you an insight into what's going to be happening in the legal market, and we'll see more of that going forward. Okay, so yeah, look, we're expecting a lot of jobs coming through. We will be talking about different markets. From next month, we're going to start pinpointing one market at a time. I don't know what we're going to start with, one country at a time. I've asked my researchers to really focus on that and give me some data on and that we can share about legal tech jobs and specifically where to find them and how to get one. Hopefully that'll be coming as of the end of February, and have a great month ahead. Thanks very much.